We're SlikRok Productions, and we want to talk about tie rods for a minute, specifically for the Pro R. The Pro R is a very wide car. It's got very long A-arms, so it gets a lot of droop to it. It has a lot of articulation. And that's a wonderful thing, but it's really tough on geometry. What happens is your car droops down, your tie rod ends extend themselves, and it actually changes the toe of the car. So during high speeds, where you're going through jounce and rebound, like on whoops or something, the tires are moving, they're bottoming out, they're changing the toe on it, you're getting a lot of feedback, you're getting a lot of bump steer. And the way Polaris has tried to alleviate this, to correct the geometry of it, is they put this step in the tie rod. Now that does help out substantially, but it's also pot metal. We don't believe that pot metal should be on any steering components. There's a place for it, but not there. This is a weak point in the car. And so the other thing that we don't like about them is that in order to line the car, you got to take it off, you got to spin it, you got to put it back together, bounce the car, move forward, move backwards, settle it back out, pull a measurement, do it again until you dial it in. It's just a time-consuming process. Now, straight tie rod ends, you don't have to do that with. If you have a left and a right, you can adjust them on the car while it's under load, under ride height, you can dial it in. Straight tie rod ends are nothing new, but this is really new. This is Shock Therapy's solution to this problem. The straight tie rod end is a lot stronger. Obviously, we're talking about billet here, not pot metal, so that's substantially stronger. But these ends that the Shock Therapy has patented are absolutely ingenious. What they've done is they've put a uniball joint on this side, and this is a 7/8 shaft. The kit comes with a 7/8 step bit, so you can drill out the stock spindle. So this is substantially stronger. These are 4140 steel moly. They're heat treated and they're nickel plated so they don't corrode in the long term. The inner joint is the same thing, plus it's self-locking. They patented this as well. Both of these ends are patented, and they have these grooves in them so they lock into your steering rack. So if you guys have messed with clevises before, when you tighten them up, if you have them off a little bit, when the suspension cycles, it binds, and when it binds, you fill it through the wheel, and it also wears out components prematurely. So this is a foolproof deal. It locks into place, super easy. Tighten it up, leave it be, and don't worry about it anymore. But this shaft here, what they've done to eliminate, so there's that step in Polaris's, they've got this long stud on here, and they have spacers on here. The reason they have multiple spacers is because every car is a little bit different. Depending on what spring kits you're running, how much preload you have, how much your car weighs, they all sit, the ride height's a little bit different. So you can really dial this into your needs with different spacers along the way. By getting that up and alleviating that bend, one, you can align it a lot easier. Two, this is 10 times stronger than a factory one. And the girth of this thing is substantially bigger. This is a fail point that happens on them. This is a lot stronger, a lot better, and a lot tougher, and it should have a lot of longevity in it, and it corrects the geometry that Polaris overlooked to begin with. Now, Polaris has done a really good job with these cars, but this is a lot better setup, and it gets away from that pot metal on there. The pot metal, as we all know, is a weak point. It was really bad in the XPTs, in the XP1000s. We've all seen that rear its ugly head a lot of times. And if you break a tie rod end, if this is a fail point, you're in trouble, especially if you're doing a high speed. This is a lot safer, a lot stronger, a lot easier to align. This is a really good kit. We're really impressed. Check out Shock Therapy's website. We'll put the link below. Click on that, save yourself some money on the checkout.